I just think in the afternoon we have a small chance of a few showers, Suzanne. So we will watch for that. Then as we get into sunset, maybe a rumble of thunder is possible. The weekend is featuring cool changes. Gone are the 80s, and we are bringing in the 60s. Scattered storms maybe as the sun goes down and into tonight. But inland areas early next week, we could see 30s with frost and freeze issues Monday night and especially Tuesday night. That's going to be the coldest night. Right now we have a northeast wind at 14. Those winds are getting a little gusty in spots too, so it's a breezy, cool start now that our first cold front has dropped south of the area. Also, clouds are in place, locked across Chicago for now. Scattered showers around Minneapolis may be sliding in as that second front gets closer to us. So here's how we plan the day. I think we're going to be dry through lunch. It's as we get closer to the late day and sunset and dinner time, we get a pop-up thunderstorm perhaps. So you may have a rumble of thunder as the sun goes down. 67 degrees for our high instead of the 83, so it's actually more seasonable. But what's interesting, the front that came through Chicago now is going to stall right across I-80. So today, yes, it's cool around the city, Waukegan, southern Wisconsin, but south of that boundary, Rensselaer, you still get an 80-degree day. Same with Kankakee, 83. We'll see 80 in Ottawa, Morris, 77, and even into Joliet, we'll have 75 degrees. So yes, warm to the south. Once the sun starts setting, we'll watch for a thunderstorm chance, and then on Sunday, a second cold front comes through. I'm not really buying a huge rain chance. I think this could even be 20%, but it's going to be windy. It's going to be a little breezy for runners, but big winds picking up after about 3 or 4 o'clock out of the northwest, and they will be pretty gusty. Then for Columbus Day, I know a lot of you have a long holiday weekend, 55, so we're dropping 10 degrees, but the rain chance comes higher and especially favoring areas near northwest Indiana.
What will the weather be tomorrow? We got this big marathon. Mary Kay's here.
Oh, there's a small chance of a lakeside shower for that, but brief. And temperatures, I think, are going to be holding in the 50s and then moving into the 60s as well. Now, we are tracking a cold front. One came through this morning. Tomorrow, once it comes through, we're talking high winds in the afternoon, gusting to 40 miles per hour. Then the trend is going to have lakeside rain showers Sunday through Tuesday. This front opens the door for inland areas to have frost and freeze warnings early next week, especially Tuesday morning. Now, we had gusty thunderstorms in parts of McHenry and Lake County, but now everything is up in Wisconsin. Burlington, Mount Pleasant, Racine, these are all moving to the east, but they do have small hail associated with them. Notice how the winds are straight off the lake for us, gusting to 32 miles per hour in Waukegan, 31 in Rochelle, 24 in Aurora. So that's pulling down that cooler feel. Winds are sustained out of the north at 23. We have 61 degrees right now. So this front stalled out along I-80. We have some upper level energy here generating those showers and thunderstorms. So once this front departs, we are watching the second one for Sunday. This is going to open the door for a big change in the air mass. So shower is likely up near the Wisconsin line through 11 o'clock tonight. Now I want to talk about tomorrow morning because models are picking up a lakeside shower 6 a.m. also between 7 and 8, and then it kind of slides to Indiana. It would be brief, but for runners taking the start line, you could have a shower. Then we start getting into these lakeside showers Monday and into Tuesday as those just continue to fill in with that cool, more unstable air riding over the lake. So rain chances here are 40% tomorrow, 50% on Columbus Day, and 40% on Tuesday. Don't forget, we have football on Sunday on CBS, Washington and Baltimore, 84 degrees for the kickoff at noon with a mostly sunny sky. Now, our forecast calls for 65 tomorrow. Then on Columbus Day, we drop to 56 and keep scattered showers around for Tuesday, but then we start drying out. Wednesday and Thursday, sunshine dominates our weather picture and slow warming too. In fact, it looks like we're going to recover here temperature-wise. By Friday, we step back to the 70s and we'll stay there for the upcoming weekend.
But Mary Kay, what can we expect this weekend?
Well, you know, the cold fronts we have coming through. One came through today, took away our 80s from yesterday, and now a second one is coming through tomorrow, and that's going to go all the way down through the Florida Peninsula. So I was checking the tropical developments here of what's taking shape, and there's not much happening. That's good news. And those fronts, as they push that cool, dry air down the Florida Peninsula, that's going to put a lid on any tropical development for at least the next 7 days, giving everybody an opportunity to do do some cleanup. Around town here, that front I'm talking about is going to bring those 40-mile-per-hour winds straight out of the northwest. I would say after about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Also, tomorrow through Tuesday, we're going to feature bands of lakeside rain showers moving across town, especially into northwest Indiana. And that cold air is going to settle in early next week. I think Monday night and Tuesday night, we're talking about frost and maybe even some spots where we'll have some freeze advisories as well. Wind speeds right now are breezy, 22-mile-per-hour winds in Gary. Everything coming off the lake. That's been the trend today. Scattered showers. We had a thunderstorm in McHenry County, one in Libertyville earlier. Now we're just left over with these showers here on the North Shore. So Lake Forest, that one finally is over the water. Little shower south of Mundelein, also Evanston. This may brush you in Lincoln Square. So a little bit of shower activity for the moment, but otherwise we're holding at 62 degrees. Winds are off the lake. So the reason for the rain, the front came through, but it stalled south of us, and there's like a push of an upper level disturbance, and that's what's kind of giving us those rain showers for now. The front we're watching for tomorrow is up here, closing in on the Twin Cities. This is what's going to really open the door for our cool changes, taking us to the 50s on Columbus Day, and then it's going to push all the way down through the state of Florida. Here is what I'm looking at for runners tomorrow. Futurecast keeps hanging on to a lakeside shower chance very early, especially if you go early to warm up, get to the start line, or for volunteers. This is 5 a.m. and even in that 7 a.m. hour, we still could have some instability with little light sprinkles, very isolated, only about a 10 to 20% chance, and it would be brief because then throughout the rest of the morning and noon we're dry, probably seeing extra clouds around. And then we pick up the winds and they start funneling down the lake. So Monday morning we see that lake enhancement of rain showers and even a bigger push on Tuesday as well, with waves of rain dropping south. So I think both Monday morning and Tuesday morning, not only will they be chilly, but we will also see those showers moving through. So the winds tomorrow, runners 10 to 15 miles per hour after 3 o'clock. That's when they really get strong for us. And don't forget that there is football on Sunday. Of course, on CBS, we're featuring that noon game with mostly sunny skies. It is Washington at Baltimore, and temperatures will be mild. So scattered showers may linger until Tuesday. So we're going 65 tomorrow, Dave, but then on Columbus Day, only 56. So we're really kind of cooling down before we go back to the 70s next weekend.
But who cares about that game, Mary Kay? We want to know what the temperature is in London, because the Bears are playing at 8:30 in the morning.